Sure that the audience cheered and greeted the scientist with great enthusiasm. This action of Dr. Norman Borlaug, I call it a scientific magnanimity. Whether it's a management institution or technology institution, they have to ensure that senior scientist, professor, should have a scientific magnanimity. Friends, if we aspire to achieve great things in life, we need scientific magnanimity to focus in young achievers. It's my experience that great mind and great heart go together. This scientific magnanimity will motivate the scientific community and nurture the team spirit. Now friends, I would like to conclude. Let me conclude now. Let me conclusion. Finally, in conclusion, friends, for both management, technology friends, I would like to ask you, what you would like to be remembered for? You have to evolve yourself, shape your life. You should write it on a page. That page will be a very important page in the book of human history. And you will be remembered for creating that one page in the history of the nation. Whether that page is the page of invention, the page of innovation, or the page of discovery, or the page of creating a societal change, or a page of removing the poverty, or the page of fighting injustice, or planning, executing mission of networking viewers. I am sure you would like to do something different, and if you send a mail to me about your ideas, I will respond with you. And my mail is apj@abdulkalam.com. apj@abdulkalam.com, that's my mail. And if you send me, I will correspond with all of you. Now, finally, I would like to conclude with vote for the students. Ready? Vote for the students. Ready? Ready? Both management and technology students. You are ready? Yes or no? I will have a goal, work hard to achieve that goal. I realize that small a is a crime. Small a, I will work with integrity and succeed with integrity and transform my home transparent. Wherever I am, a thought always come to my mind. That is, what process or product I can innovate, invent and discover. I realize I have to set a great technological goal or management goal that will lead me to think high, work and persevere to realize the goal. My greatest friends will be great scientific and technological minds, good teachers and great books. I firmly believe no problem can defeat me. I will become the captain of the problem, defeat the problem and succeed. I will work for removing the problem, face my planet Earth in the areas of water, energy, habitat, waste management, environment through the application of science, technology and management. My national flag flies in my heart and I will bring glory to my nation. Thank you very much. Now you can ask, students can ask questions, okay? 5 questions, 5. Yeah. Yes, get up. Give a mic fast. Only one mic you have.
Sir, once there was a seminar and the speaker was saying that success becomes from failure and success becomes from bad experience and experience comes from bad experience. So, what was your first bad experience in your life?
Oh, bad experience.
You are in this stage.
Very bad experience.
Yes, sir.
Well, in 19, when I have a failure, okay, that means I was given a big project to build a rocket, to put a satellite in the orbit. 1979 I launched. It was a big, instead of satellite going in the orbit, it went to Bay of Bengal, so it was a failure. On that day, on the day of the failure, the chief of the organization, Professor Satish Dhawan, he conducted a press conference, okay? Press conference. And he took the total responsibility for the failure, even though I am the project director, I am the mission director. He took the failure, chief himself. He said, in a year's time will succeed. Next year, 1980, when he succeeded, Professor Satish Dhawan asked me, the chief of the organization asked me, you go and conduct the press conference, okay? You conduct the press conference. Message is, when success comes, the leader has to give the success to his team members, okay? Whereas, when the failure comes, you absorb the failure. Leader absorbs. Good question. Good question. No, next question. Next question.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Where are you?
Sir, yeah, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I am Hardik Mehta and I am pursuing PGDM, first year student. And I want to ask you that after achieving so much in your life, is there still something which you want to achieve?
Yeah. Lot of things to achieve. I want to see the smile from a billion people. Okay? And you know, use this fellow.
Sir, I just want to ask you that who is the person who inspires you a lot?
Well, it is when I was a 10-year fellow, 5th class I was studying. There I had a teacher. His name is Siva Subramani Iyer. Okay? Iyer, short names Iyer. He was teaching science. How a bird fly. How a birds fly. He went to the blackboard, put a sketch of the bird, put a wing, put a tail, started explaining. The way he explained, then took us the seashore, showed us how the seagulls fly, why you flap the wings. The way he explained on that day, not only I knew how a birds fly, I had a aim in life, something to do with flight. So at flight science, my subject, I took physics, then I took aeronautical engineering, I became a rocket engineer and space technology started flying. Okay.
Good evening, sir. Sudiksha this side. Sir?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Sir, you're a big man. You've seen good, bad, you've seen the world. But how do you manage to be so polite, so humble with everyone? We often get angry at people, but we've never seen you doing that.
You are talking like a great experienced lady. Well, I personally believe certain qualities we absorb from parents and teachers. I have 3 great people in my life when I was a young fellow, in your age. One is my father, mother, both are the spiritual human beings, okay? And then the third is primary school teacher. The teacher, when he comes to classroom, we see he radiates knowledge. Teacher radiates knowledge and radiates purity of life. Not only that, he radiates purity of life, is a Gandhian. So these 3 people influenced me to be a good fellow. Okay?
So what intrigues me is that a man of such high stature should have what drives him. And based on your lecture today, I think it is empowering our generation to build an invincible country. So am I right or not?
Well, my mission now, there are 2 missions I am working now. One is how to make India economically developed by the year 2020. I have a hope. The 600 million youth, they are the very powerful resource. If they think that I can do it, repeat all of you, I can do it, I can do it, we can do it, India can do it. So that hope I have got, the 600 million people, and with their power, empowerment, definitely India can become an economically developed nation. Yeah. That means competition is powered by research, and university has to have the motto of teaching, research and teaching. Yesterday value was extra. Today value is everything. Objective value judgment we introduced in education. Yesterday everyone is competitor. Today everyone is a customer. Educated customer is also from education institution. Yesterday, you carefully hear me, yesterday profits were earned through experience. Today, work with integrity and succeed with it. All of you, when you graduate from the GL Bajaj Institute, you must make up your mind. Will you repeat with me? Will you repeat with me? I will work with integrity and succeed with integrity. That's a tough job, succeed with integrity. But that's the vision. That's the real. I'm sure the curriculum and method of teaching in the GLBITM and GLBIMR has been designed to cater the needs of the 21st century knowledge society. Now let us study the next point, convergence of technology and the linkage of science and electromagnetic. What convergence of technology? When you go to the campus, you are going to have a phenomena, what is called 4 dimensions of convergence of technology. I am going to talk to you. Friends, the information technology and communication technology have already converged. Leading to information and communication technology, ICT, as you know. The information technology combined with biotechnology has led to bioinformatics. Similarly, photonics grown up from the laboratories to converge into classical electronics and microelectronics. Now friends, nanotechnology has come in. It is the field of the future that will replace the microelectronics and many fields with the tremendous application potential in the areas of medicine, electronics, material science. When nanotechnology and ICT meet, integrated silicon, electronic, photonics are born, it can be said that material convergence will happen. With material convergence and biotechnology linked, a new science called intelligent bioscience will be born, which will lead to a disease-free, happy and more intelligent human habitat with the longevity and the human capacities. Convergence of bio-nano-info technologies can lead to the development of nanorobots. When nanorobots are injected to a patient, my expert friends say it will diagnose and deliver the treatment exclusively in the affected area, and then the nanorobot gets digested. And